So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to future-proof your income. Now, it's a very critical topic that most people do not actually take enough time to think about how to future-proof your income. There's a quote I always say that if your financial future is so important to you, why are you handing it over to a third party to manage for you? Or even in the worst case scenario, you're not even thinking about it or making any plans, for sustenance, for, financial resilience in the future. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to future-proof your income. And, when I was younger, I used to bash people that worked 8 to 5. I used to bash the employment system. I used to bash the regular work idea, the concept, saying that, oh yeah, you fire your boss and a job is what they use to keep you, they pay you enough, just to survive, but not enough for you to basically have your freedom, that kind of thing. And but with a little bit more wisdom and experience and just knowledge, I've come to realize the place of employment. Number one, obviously, it's important in the economic system, that the way it's being designed right now. I explained in some videos prior that the system we're working with right now came up as a result of industrialization, where we needed people to work in factories, at a particular period and produce a specific output. And so jobs began to be compartmentalized, and regimented. Before then, we had a lot of subsistence, but we began this era of becoming a worker, becoming a factory worker, becoming a job worker. And then as white collar jobs began to come on the scene with more managerial positions, more intellectual value being created. And then now coming into the information age, where we have more service-based, industries springing up, and now coming into the artificial intelligence age, the age of transformation. A lot of us are still stuck with the concepts that were generated through industrialization. And if you're trying to build your financial future based on concepts like the pension scheme or just retirement accounts, I think that may be an outdated approach. And while I'm not saying go and ditch your pension account or your retirement fund right away, I'm saying that you need to make plans that you will be responsible for, in contribution to that era where you're no longer working actively. So how are we going to do this? There are a few, about 3-4 steps that I think they are more like grades. I think everybody is capable of earning extra income, and I hamper so much on this. Find a way to earn extra income. All right. Maybe you're earning 400,000, 300,000 naira per month. Find a way to earn an extra 100,000 naira per month. And this extra 100,000 naira per month is not necessarily supposed to change your lifestyle now. That's not the purpose of the money. The purpose of that extra money is not to make life easy for you today. It's to ensure that you can sustain yourself tomorrow. The aim of the extra money that you need to earn is to build a financial nest, is to build wealth, is to build financial resilience, is to build your financial freedom strategy, such that if you can earn an extra 100,000 naira per month, you can decide to begin to invest 50 to 100% of this extra income into your financial freedom plan. Are you seeing what I'm saying? And everybody is able to do this. So how do you go about future-proofing your income? Basically, how can you create an extra stream of income for the purpose of working towards your financial freedom? Number one, I think you need to align. I call it alignment. And what this means is basically identifying something around you that you resonate with. For some people, it's a hobby. For example, gardening. There are some people, you work an 8 to 5, you are a corporate person, but you have a hobby. You maintain a garden in your house, all right? And it's a passion for you. That's what I call alignment. That's resonance. Okay, you need to find something like that. For some people, it's maybe it's crypto. Okay. They're just fascinated, not making money in crypto, but just the idea itself. For some people, it's knitting, it's fashion, whatever it is, it's teaching. Some people it's teaching a particular skill or a subject. Some people it's maybe handwork, it's like crafts and stuff. Find your resonance, find what you align with. Okay. And what you want to do after you find that thing. For some people, it's travel. You love to travel. You love adventure. You love to explore new places, new culture. For some people, it's language. So are you getting the drift? Find what you resonate with. Okay. Core at the center. Once you do that, what you want to do next is to prove that thing. You need to gain enough experience in that thing so that you can do the next thing I'm going to talk about. So how do you prove this thing? If you are working, if you are, let's say a gardener, for example, and you love this thing, but have you grown an actual garden? I know you love the techniques, you love experimenting, but hey, grow an actual garden, right? And let us see it. Let it be provable. Okay. Make some progress in this actual thing, some verifiable progress. Okay. If you love travel, you love adventure, well, plan a trip, plan a weekend trip, a getaway, and go document something, go document culture, go ask questions, go on an adventure trip, prove this thing. All right. Because once you're able to prove it, once you're able to use it, you can also call that using. Okay. You love this concept, you know how to do this, then use it. Create that value. Once you've created that value, the next thing you want to do, which is number 3. So I've talked about aligning, talked about using or proving. And number 3 is basically share what you have learned. Share the insights, the wisdoms that you have learned. I'm teaching you steps that I have personally taken in my own financial journey or generally. Okay, when I see something I resonate with, I go into it. I don't just read about it. I don't just watch YouTube videos. I know your YouTube is full of playlists of that thing right now, but move a step beyond YouTube and go and actually practice this thing. Okay. And then share what you learn. And I'll give you instances from my personal experience. I'm an adventure person. I love business. And if you see my social media over the last 10, 15 years, I basically document the things that I am learning from the things that I'm doing, from the passion that I'm chasing. So if you see me talk about crypto, it's not because I heard something, it's because I actually did something, I got some results, and I'm sharing what I got. Okay, so you need to do that. Once you are able to share what you have learned or what you have experienced, your feedback from real practice, what is going to happen is you're going to find other people that resonate with what you are sharing, not necessarily the topic, but they're resonating with you, your story, through your own experience of practicing that thing. And what happens is people will begin to gather. A community is going to form around your story. You're going to find something that we'd like to call your tribe. Okay. People will start asking you questions. You will start getting invited to conversations that you would not have had access to if you did not share. Opportunities will begin to come, for example, because you're sharing so much about your gardening hobby and how you were able to localize this particular plant that doesn't grow in this area, but you just love it and blah, blah, and you were successful at it, or you struggled and the actual experiment failed. Guess what? Somebody could invite you to a gardening show, a talk, and a conference to come and share your experience. Not the theory. Your practical experience is valuable in the marketplace. Are you seeing that? Somebody could share or could ask you, oh, can you teach me this? So, and that is where the opportunity lies, because once you begin to share, there are actually ways you can monetize sharing. There are ways you can monetize using, which is step 2, using. All right. You can grow plants and sell them. That's monetizing. But if you're talking about sharing, you can have a podcast, have a vlog, share on document on social media, and guess what? You could earn money from traffic, right? CPM, you could earn YouTube revenue and things like that. But that's just steps, and there are people making money from all these steps. All right. Once you've begun to share, the next thing you can do now is to teach. And what sharing does for you is sharing helps you to be able to transmit or communicate wisdom in a systematic manner. All the videos that I do, you may realize that I don't really place an emphasis on perfection in my videos. A lot of my videos are off the cuff, like this one. All I do is I write down the main points. I have on my note here: align, prove, share, and teach. But this is something I wrote down like 10 minutes ago, distilled it from my experience over the last 10 years. But it's valuable because I've done it. So once you are sharing, guess what? You are able to articulate better. You're able to communicate better, more systematically. And you're able to use your personal story to teach other people. Okay. Now, the next step is to teach. So once you're able to, you form this body of knowledge based on best practices, based on your experience and the results you have gotten from using, from doing, from practicing, you can begin to teach authoritatively. You have enough content to teach. You have enough wisdom to guide. And guess what? An ebook is not far away from there. A video series, a video course, short, small video course is not far away. $10 ebook, $10 video series, an email program. You know, it's not, in fact, it could be a 1,000 naira per month WhatsApp group mentorship just to have access to you, because you have this body of knowledge and you've gained experience in this particular line enough for you to be able to advise somebody or to guide somebody. That's all. And all you can do after that is scaling. So align, use, share, and teach. Those are the 4 quick and basic principles you can start applying in any field today to begin to earn extra income. You can build an extra income stream using these principles and take 50 to 100% of that extra money. This is not for you to live on. If it's extra 50K per month, in fact, if it's extra 20,000 naira or $20 per month, that's fine. Take that money and begin to put it towards your freedom plan. So put it in your freedom account. So if you've been following me, you know what I mean by your freedom account. Just put it aside. And when the opportunity comes for you to invest, you have this stash that is always replenished every month. And so wealth building for you can now become a lifestyle and not an event. Are you seeing that? So I want to talk about, I will just close by saying, what are the challenges? What are the challenges? For many of you, your first challenge there is time. Oh, I don't have time to do this. I'm so busy. I want to earn an extra income. I want to be able to take responsibility for my future, but I don't have time. Okay. Now, here's the hard truth. You do have time. We all have 24 hours. Okay. And we make time for what is important to us. And the plain reason why you haven't made progress in the line of financial resilience or building the financial future is because you haven't prioritized it. So make it a priority. Once you make it a priority, the time is going to show up. If it's not a priority, then fine. But if it is a priority, you will create the time for it. So make a decision. Make a decision that I want to take responsibility. I want to create an extra income, and I must create an extra income. And then the time will show up. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is, okay, I want to do this, but I don't know how. I don't know how. Well, that's fine. That's the place of mentorship. That's the place of coaching. That's the place of community. It could be as easy as finding a group of people that have done this or that are doing this and just get into those conversations. And you begin to get help. The social media is so wide awash with communities of all sorts. But if you want something more tailored, then find a coach, find a mentor, find a role model, someone you can model after, someone you can study. Okay. In the Personal Wealth Academy, I talk about the second pillar, which is accelerating your income. And at this point, what we're basically looking at is leverage. What can we leverage? What do you have in your hands that we can leverage to build either an extra income stream or to scale up the current income stream that you have, whether it's a job or a business or it's passive cash flow or whatever. Okay, so I hope this video helped you. I want to invite you to the wealth webinars. I do this every week on Tuesdays, where I explain the wealth formula, the personal wealth formula. It's 3 steps. Number 1 is increasing your income. Number 2 is your money fitness, and number 3 is your freedom engine. Okay. How can you begin to take out responsibility for your finances and create financial independence in record time? All right. So I invite you, if you haven't been on any of our webinars, mark your calendar Tuesdays by 12 noon. I will post the link below this video somewhere in the description, so you can always have access to that. And if you want to take the conversation forward or further, feel free to send me a direct message and I'll see how I can help you. All right. So thanks for watching. Share this video if it brought value to you, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless.